What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Evan, and guess what? We got a Spooktober Spookoween classic for you today. That's right, in the title, what does it say? Twilight. We're gonna be talking about Twilight. Now, if you are at all, like in your mid-20s, or I guess early, I don't know, but I'm just going from my experience, Twilight was like the thing back in like middle school, high school. It was probably middle school for me, right? I remember like in elementary school, like people, when the books were still coming out, people were like reading them and like, what's up with that book? You know, it was like the next hot things from Harry Potter. And like, you know, I was never really a fan of them, but even I like saw the first two movies, right? Anyone has seen it. Now, I would say that probably 90% of people in my age range has seen at least the first one or even the second one. Past that, I don't know, fell off, right? Because other things started happening. Like booze. Because Hulu put all the movies on, and you know, before you say anything, you Twilighters, yes, I watched all the films before making this video. Yes, I've seen Twilight 3 times in research since I watched it originally like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. So, you know, I'm kind of an expert here. No, I am not Team Jacob, Team Edward, Team Robbie Doggy till I fucking die. Actually, now that I mentioned that, how would I bring in my guest? All the way, your boy, Robbie Doggy, London boy till I die, Robert Patterson!
This is a message for Phil Trout. You want to take piss out of my curtains, mate? Have you seen State on your bird's beef curtains, mate? You can swing from flap to flap, mate, and they fucking stink.
I'm just here hanging out with my boy. It's Robbie Doggy and Ed Dog. What's up, Robert?
Kenzie Lee, Scummy Mummy Award goes to you, you little slag.
Nice to see you. Oh, looks like we kind of got the same outfit going, dude. What's up? Check it. So, you know, my boy, like the Pope, he came out to support a boy. And he's like, you know what? Twilight made my career. So I know my boy's coming out, so we gotta have a little slammer dammer. Let's just get into the movie, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of cut the boring beginning part where Bella's like foreshadowing about her death. I'm gonna die. And you know, all the cringy kind of like high school dialogue, like the newspaper guy is like, front page, baby.
No feature.
But I just want to say one thing. When she pulls in her like rust bucket and all the kids are like making fun of her, it like really makes me laugh that like this nobody, everyone's like, oh, fucking loser poor girl from fucking Phoenix, dude. And then like by lunchtime, like 3 guys are hitting on her at the exact same time. And then the fucking Cullens come in, baby. And they are fucking spicy ass 28-year-old high schoolers, okay? We got Meathead guy who I've watched this movie 3 times and I still have no idea what his name is. Like I know Jasper, I know Alice, I think the other girl's name is Rosalie or something, but like I have no idea who this Meathead guy is. I'm gonna call him Douche. So Douche walks in with Rosalia, Jasper comes in, does a little pirouette with Alice. Who does that when they just walk in, just like, oh, we're so whimsical and we're just fun like that. This is what we do when we come to lunch class. You know, obviously I get it. You're trying to like show these bubbly characteristics of these characters and stuff, and I get that's a way to do it from a filmmaker's perspective, but it just makes no sense. So anyways, but then our boy Robbie Doggy shows up and fucking Bella loses her shit.
Like I care, you know. So
honestly, it's the first of many I fuck cream pies that she puts in her fucking pan. Biology class, and lo and behold, Edward, the boy, fucking Robbie Doggy, shows up and he's like in the class. And she's like, yes. And then there's like a fan behind her that sprays her like scent at him. And then he's like, and like has like a mini like stroke, like point of view of like a new girl coming to school and like is like crushing on this guy, and then just like he gets like a whiff of like your presumed swamp ass, and like he just loses it. Like it just makes me laugh so hard. And then just this whole scene is super funny where he's like pushing the cup away and like just doesn't want anything to do with Bella. And then she like goes to like the office and Robert Pattinson's, you know, Edward's in there, and he's like, I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Just have to endure it. So fucking brutal. And before we get on further, I just kind of want to touch base on these 2 awkward scenes in between. One, when she's out at lunch with her dad and she's like using a ketchup bottle, but she's like treating it like it's a glass ketchup bottle and not a squeeze bottle. Like she's going like this, but a squeeze bottle you squeeze, right? And so that's just like, you really couldn't reshoot that shot. Also, like she's having a conversation with her mom and she's like, I get bullied today, and she like throws her books, and it's just like, let's roll into the next scene. Like douche patrol rolls into school on the back of his fucking Jeep because he's just a fucking douche, and I just hate how they wrote this character. The character himself, he's funny, you know, he's like kind of like a happy-go-lucky guy, like, yeah, I love being a vampire, but like the scene itself just, yeah, I'm so cool, I'm going to school, I'm a junior in high school. Like these Cullens don't look anything like high schoolers. Like this is what a high schooler looks like. This is what they look like. Like there's no comparison. Like it's just like no high schooler would be standing on the, it's also, I'm pretty sure it's illegal. Anyways, Edward is not there, Bella's crying, she's like self-monologuing, whatever. And then a few days later, boom, Edward shows up, and like she's like, oh, and then the I fucking continues. And I just want to say really quick, you know, again, I understand her script, you know, she's not working with a lot, but like in 2011, Kristen Stewart was the #1 paid female actress with $34.5 million. And like, newsflash, she doesn't get much better than this in the next movies. 80% of her script, I guess, so maybe it's, you know, not, it's the script's fault, not her fault, but like 80% of the script, she's like just literally just like, and she does this weird out, like, thing with her mouth and her eyes. Like she just literally eye fucking Edward the whole time. But anyways, so they're flirting, they're having a good time. Edward's like in a much better attitude or whatever. And then she's like, yes, maybe he'll notice me. Then she's like outside, school's over, and like the infamous car scene happens where Edward saves her. And it's just like, again, I love just the scene, dude. I don't know the guy's name, the black dude, like the token black guy in this movie. He's just like, oh shit. He's just driving out of control, like going 35, like pedal to the metal while school's getting out, losing control, of course, because it's Washington, it's always raining. Just like almost crushes Bella. Edward, of course, saves her. She like literally loses it, needs a new pair of pants because holy shit, dude. Like Edward right behind her. Oh shit, yeah. Anyway, she goes to the hospital, overhears, you know, she meets Edward's dad, who happens to be the head of the hospital, and then they have like a little sidebar with Edward and Rosalia, his sister. And she's like, Edward, you should just let her die. Which again, from like her perspective, that's so funny. Like as a student, like you're a junior in high school, you hear one of your classmates telling her brother that you should have let one of your fellow classmates just get smashed by a car. Like that is just so funny. Right now, we're gonna have an intermission that I took from this movie, and like 80% of those are like a timestamp and where Bella I fucks Edward, because that's like like I said, 80% of her script was that.
So
You're Bella?
Hey, but
like this guy asks her out to prom, and then she's like, no, I'm going to Phoenix. And then like during this field trip, again, Edward, not doing a good job of pretending like he's human, says, why are you going to Phoenix? And then it's like, bro, there's no way you would have known that. You're like on the other side of the parking lot. Like you're not even smooth. You've been alive for 100 years. You haven't watched a Dr. Phil or Judge Judy or any kind of like human interaction. You don't know how to be smooth at all. Anyways, Bella completely ignores the fact that that's creepy as hell. And she's like, holy shit. Edward cares where I'm going. And we get some fan service with an apple catch. Bella's talking to Edward like, you know, she thinks something's up, right, but doesn't know what's up. And she thinks like he's a superhero or something. And then like, you know, Edward's like, maybe I'm the villain. And Bella's like, no, you're not. Like she knows shit, dude. She goes to La Push. And the only reason I'm talking about this, and really, this is like the one Jacob scene I'm going to talk about, because Jacob's really not in this movie. He's more in the next one and then like the following movies. But like, there's just this one scene that makes me laugh, and it's so they're all talking. They're like, "Why the Colin's not allowed here?" You know, because Edward said he didn't want to go or whatever. And then one of the friends is like, "Because Edward's a creep." And then one of Jacob's friends is like, "Yeah, dude, screw the Collins." And then Bella's just like, "What?"
yeah, because Colin's a freak.
You got that right.
You guys know him?
The Cullens don't come here.
And then it cuts to like, you know, Moments later, like, you know, she's on the beach with Jacob, and she's like, "What's up with that, like, Cullen thing?" And then Jacob's like, "Yeah, you heard that?" Like,
You caught that, huh?
like, really, Jacob? Bro, it's not like it was like a sidebar conversation that she could have overheard. It was literally a conversation she was in, and someone directly said to her and her friend, "Yeah, the Cullens suck." It's like, of course she heard that, Jacob. You dingleberry. He says the story about how the families have some beef, and there's like this folk story. She looks it up, and then she goes to a library, and she happens to choose the most rapiest library in all of Forks. Which, you know, congratulations, Bella, you did it again. And she's walking to her car, and then like 9 guys come up to her and like, "You're pretty." And then of course, our boy Robbie Doggy shows up, saves the day, and like hisses at them, and then is like, I want to rip their heads off. And then Bella's just like, "Oh, fuck yeah, rip their fucking heads off." They go to dinner, and then he's like telling her that he can read minds, which again, it's like, Edward, you're not doing a good job of pretending like you're human. You just said you read minds and all this other stuff, but you can't read hers. And when she goes home, does like 20 minutes of research and finds out that Edward's a vampire. And then she's like, "Yep, that makes sense. He's a vampire, 100%. There's nothing else." And then we get to the best part of the movie, baby. You know what I'm talking about. Vampire. Yeah, that scene. But then rewatching it, it's like way worse than like what I remembered. When I remembered it, I thought it was more like epic.
Vampire.
But anyways, you know, we get some cool Korean CGI. When they run up to the hill, you know, you get this like half soy boy, like half like trying to be manly and dominant scene of like Edward like awkwardly putting his hands around Bella and then like instantly moving back. Like, I don't know, this whole scene is just kind of cringy. Fast forward, Bella's like, "I know you're a monster, I'm not afraid of you, and I love you," and that's just it. And then they're like in this like valley, and they're like looking like they just banged and had the most epic sex ever, and they're just like staring at each other, and then boom, okay, Bella's in love. You know, Edward's like, "Dude, you're gonna meet my family, baby." So we get the family meeting scene, and this again is another funny part. You know, they're making Italiano for Bella. You know, they obviously don't eat, and so they're like, "Oh, this gives us a chance to use the kitchen," you know, and it's actually pretty funny. And then, you know, there's a scene where like, you know, Edward's like, "Oh, Bella just ate already," and Bella's like, "Oh yeah, I just know you guys don't eat," blah. And then like Rosalie breaks a dish. It's pretty funny. I like that scene. Props where props is due. So just like a little tidbit here. So when Bella like meets the whole family, you know, it's like this big moment in the movie, and then like Jasper and Alice, the babe, walks in. It's like, and then Jasper's like freaking out, and then the dad is like, "Oh, you know, he's our newest vegetarian." It's just like, one, how, that's just a little inconsiderate. You know, Bella's coming to hang out with all these vampires, and like, you know, you don't even have like the one dude on check. Also, she's not even bleeding right now, right? And like throughout all these movies, and like, you know, later on in the movie when Bella's hurt, like all the vampires like, "Oh, I want to eat her," like, because she's bleeding. It's like, have you ever been to high school? There's at least one bloody nose or a fight or just someone doing something, cutting themselves, like once a week. Like these vampires, if they were actually going to school, would be going on a frenzy. And this dude is like freaking out because he smells Bella in a close quarters. And like, how is he not, like, how's none of them ever killed anyone or just like lost their shit a little bit in high school? Also, you know, last time I checked, you know, females are tending to, how should I put this? All I'm going to say is those bathrooms could be a hotbed for these vampires. And, you know, I'm just going to leave it there. But, you know, that's a little bit of a plot hole if you ask me, because someone would have been eaten, I would assume. Father of the Year award letting his, like, vampires go to school. When, honestly, they really don't even need to go to school. Like, what is the point of them going to school? They're not making new friends. They just stay in their clique. They've already done it multiple times, so they don't need to, like, learn more education. He could easily say they're homeschooled. People homeschool, and it's fine, and no one cares. Also, he pulls them out every time it's a sunny day, so it's like he's already got, like, kind of like a thing going on with the school. Just do the extra step and don't have them go to school. I'm sure they don't want to relive high school for the 50th time. Like, the whole high school plotline, besides the fact that you need Edward to meet Bella, is stupid. There's no reason, and it's super dangerous to have vampires go to school. Edward's showing her around the house. You see this like kind of funny, like all these graduating caps, wall art, and it's like funny because, you know, they've graduated so many times because they're high school students always. You know, he's like, oh, I don't sleep and all this stuff. And then Belle's like, I'm not afraid of you. And then Edward's like, you should be. Fucking like suplex. And like catches her or something. That would have been so funny. Like, you should be. I can do that. And she's like, holy shit. But anyways, romance, you know, blah, blah, don't care. Cut to a piano playing scene. You know, he's so epic. The doon 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 doon. They're in love. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Whatever. So now Belle's like, I gotta introduce you to my dad. Low key, the best actor of this whole film and really the saga is my boy Billy Bad Boy. He makes this mace joke like, oh, you still have that mace I gave you earlier?
Still got that pepper spray?
Which, you know, cracked me up when I saw that. I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I'm smitten with Billy. My boy Billy, what's up? You know what I'm talking about. When I say Twilight in baseball, you know what I'm talking about, baby. You know, it's fun. It breaks up the romance a little bit. You can, you know, have the vampires do their powers and stuff. You get fucking Muse, you know, coming in hot. And there's just like a few things about this scene that makes me laugh. First of all, the mom just totally calls out her son and also teammate. If you look at the teams, the mom is on the same side as like the big bulky son. And it's like, she's like, Bella, we need an umpire because he cheats. And he's like, no, I don't. And he's like, yeah, you do. And it's like, bro, he's on your team.
Glad you're here. We need an umpire.
She thinks we cheat.
Well, I know you cheat.
Why are you saying that? If anything, you want him to cheat for you so you can win. And also there's a scene where like Jasper's being like super fucking cool with a bat, but then you see in the background, like, I didn't notice until like the third time I watched the film, like, Rosalie's like trying to do the same thing, and it's just like you can see her, she's like totally concentrated. Like the actress is like I can't drop, I don't want to fuck this scene up, I don't want to fuck. It just made me laugh so hard. Most importantly, the reason why this scene is best is because my girl Ashley Greene is throwing fast heaters at the fucking people, dude, aka me, because of the point of view shots. Ooh. That Alice character, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I don't know if I'm the first one to say it, but whew. Only reason why I watched those films when I was younger, because god damn, she looked fine. Woman Crush Wednesday, am I right, boys? Come on in the comments. You know, you can DM me, Instagram, right here, boom. Anyways, so then we got the villain show because the baseball's too loud. And this scene is really funny because they look like they're like on treadmills when they're walking. I don't know, just every time I see it, I'm like, something looks wrong here. Like something looks off. And they're just like walking in. You know, but then right before they like leave to play baseball, there's some air and like Bella's swamp ass comes flying at this guy and he's like, ugh, and he fucking creams his pants as well. And then like, they all start hissing at each other.
A human?
It's like Bella's just like, oh, fuck, oh my god, everyone fucking loves me. So many vampires are fighting for me. And, you know, it's just fucking, it is just pandemonium on the baseball field, okay? The game, all the integrity of the game is off, okay? The game is just canceled. Edward's like, he's gonna try to kill you. We gotta kill him first, and we gotta get out of here. And Bella's like, my dad. And then he's like, okay, well, we gotta tell him you're leaving. So then she goes, and then she's like,
Yeah, and you know, if I don't get out now, then I'm just gonna be stuck here like Mom.
bro, Bella, you really had to go fucking nuclear on your dad? You just said you didn't want to hurt him, dude. He's probably gonna put a shotgun in his mouth later that night, dude. You like literally destroyed the man. Rest in peace, Billy. You know, it cuts, you know, they split up. Edward's like, we're gonna get your scent away and try to kill him in the woods. And then Belle's like, I'm gonna go to Arizona with Jasper and my fucking bae, Alice. And then anyways, they get to the hotel. She gets a call from this guy because he like finds out that the scent's fake. And he's like, I got your mom. Let's meet at your old dance recital and I'll kill you there. And she's like, I'll sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
When I will grow up, I will be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
Strong army, whoa, great!
Belle decides to leave her little country music concert that Jasper and Alice are so kindly buying her tickets for, and when she leaves, and you know, goes to her death. And then you know, there's a fight. Edward, you know, comes in, he fights. She gets bit and like thrown around like pretty brutally. And then, but she lives, and then they rip apart this guy, and then Edward like sucks the venom out of her. And then, like, she wakes up 2 days later in a hospital bed, and the mom's like, holy shit, you fell down some stairs, blah, blah, blah. You're moving back in with me. And then she's like, fuck no, Mom. I fucking love you. Dude, that was the most fun I've had in years. And then she's like, okay, honey, whatever. And then Edward wakes up and is like, we can't be together. You should go with your mom. And then she's like, crazy girlfriend moment. Like, no, you're not leaving me. Don't tell me you leave me.
What are you talking about? You want me to go away? I can't. No, I can't just leave you. Just don't. You just can't say stuff like that to me.
Like, literally, dude. Like, she's fucking crazy. Like, come on, Robert. Get the fuck out of there, dude. You can get better. They go back. Everyone's happy. They go to prom. They have, like, this nice romantic moment where they're dancing. And then, like, you see the vampire that died, like, the evil vampire's girlfriend, like, up in the window. And she's like, I'm gonna kill you. And that's foreshadowing for the next movie. Whatever. Boom. Scene, baby, okay? That was a long one. So that's fucking Twilight, dude. It's great, you know? I hope you had a fun time walking down memory lane, you know? Like, the movie, is it bad? I mean, it's kind of bad, but it's also fun. Like, I would recommend watching it regardless. If you have nothing else going on, they're funny. You know, they do get better. The CGI gets better. The lines, the dialogues get better. There's still some cringe, especially with Taylor Lautner. Like, holy hell. Like, if this video, like, for real, if this video gets, I don't know, 100, 200 likes, I'll make a follow-up video to, you know, doing the same thing for the second movie. Especially if you're, like, dating someone or you have a friend who, like, loved the movies when you were, like, growing up. I was watching them with my girlfriend. She, like, always fell asleep, so I ended up, like, literally, like, late at night. Like, one night, I stayed up until 5 a.m. in the morning, and I watched 2 of these movies back to back. And it's just, like... I'm in the fucking room just eating popcorn, like, holy shit, Team Edward all the way. And also, I find it hilarious that 50 Shades of Grey was, like, spun out of this. You know, it's funny. It's like the writer made a softcore porn for 14-year-olds and inspired softcore porn for 50-year-olds. You know, it's like, great job. So this video kind of went a little longer than I wanted, so I'm gonna break this into 2 parts, okay? So I originally wanted to read a little fan fiction because I thought it would be funny, like in the spirit of 50 Shades of Grey. But I'm just gonna split that into 2 videos. So this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, share, you know, hit that little notification bell. And also, if you follow or DM, you don't even have to follow me. You just have to subscribe on YouTube. And if you send me a DM of proof on Instagram or Twitter of you subscribing, I'll mail you a picture somewhere in this book, a hand-drawn picture, and a little signed autograph. Plus, if you want, I'll even write you a little fun note. And so all you have to do is subscribe, show me proof of subscription, and I will mail you a picture hand-drawn by me. And hey, listen, I'm nobody right now, but shit, I might be as famous as PewDiePie one day. And then if you have a picture of me drawn, you can probably sell that shit online for a lot of money. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you watch part 2 when I read a fan fiction, and I hope you have a great Halloween. Peace.
When I read it, it seemed like it was like it was a book that wasn't supposed to be published.
Robbie Doggy?
Heck, oh, what's up, Brody? How you been hanging, brother?
Just hanging loose in the caboose, baby. How you been?
Dude, I was hella dank until my freaking vape pen just shot out like Buck Hamley, dude.
Freaking Starship Enterprise, brother. Why are you vaping on 420?
Oh, frick, doggy, it's freaking 420 right now, brother.
That's right.
Dude, all my freaking nug juggies are dry as the freaking Sahara here, dude. I don't know where to grab from.
Brother, I got a soldier on the forefront. I could DM you his number. He's a little weird.
Freaking fire it, brother. I'm freaking trying to blaze up a Hamilton, dude.
All right, sounds good.
Later,
Stay up, brother. I'm going to send you that message.
Yeah, I'll be around.
Yeah.